Have you ever said, I can't believe I did that? I can't believe I was so stupid. Why did I believe that? I wish I didn't do that. As humans, we are in this awesome position where we can learn and grow and get better. We can train and educate and find out new stuff. And if you find out what you were doing was wrong, or there's a better way to do it, would you change? And it's one of my favourite questions because I don't like to give people advice. If people ask me about exercise, or they tell me, more likely people are telling me about what they think is the best way to exercise or the best way they think it is to eat, I always say, if there was an easier, better, simpler, shorter way to do that, would you be interested? And the really funny thing is that most people say no, because people believe what they believe. I'm doing it the right way. My exercise program is the best. My eating plan is the best. I don't want any advice. I'm going to keep doing it my way. Now, there's 4 questions I always ask, though, about eating and exercise. Do you have a stack of energy? Are you performing at your best? Do you love what you see in the mirror? Do you love the way their body feels to touch? Are you getting the results that you want? And if the answer's no, surely you'd want to do something different. Perhaps whatever you're doing isn't working for you. But again, my life experience, and I've been around a very long time, most people don't make a change. They still believe that whatever they've been doing in the past is the best way to do something. I'm going to ask that question again, and this is just very personal because you can live however you want to. But if somebody says to me, Rowie, if there was a safer, easier, quicker, faster, more effective way to do what you're doing, would you like to know about it? And my answer would always be yes, because I want to have more time, I want to be more effective, I want to get better at what I'm doing. So if somebody can offer me a better way to do it, now I don't have to take their advice, I get that. But what about considering it? Now, if you are a personal exercise coach, it's one of the most important questions to ask. Rather than telling somebody, you're doing the wrong program, your eating plan's terrible, don't do that exercise, it's dangerous. How about we soften up that conversation so that we don't have an argument, which goes, it's really nice to give a compliment. So if somebody, for example, is coming to the gym 5 days a week, but you think they're wasting their time, it's really nice to be able to say, you are so committed. Most people don't go to the gym at all, but you're coming to the gym 5 days. You're obviously committed to your exercise program. Congratulations. If there was a safer, easier, better, more effective way to do what you're doing with your body, is that something you'd be interested in chatting about? Now, it's a very soft question. It's not aggressive. They can say no, and most people do. They'll just say, no, I'm happy with what I'm doing. But you've planted a seed, which means if their program isn't working, they might come to you in the future and say, you asked me this question a little while ago about my program. And I often back that question up with, so if somebody says to me, Rowie, what should I do? And I say, what are you doing at the moment? Do you think it's a great thing? They say, yeah, what I'm doing is awesome. If there was a better, safer, easier, more effective, shorter way to do what you're doing, would you like to have a chat about that? And they say, no, I'm good. So I might back that up. If I really care about the person, I might back that up with, so I'm just going to ask you 4 simple questions about the program that you're doing at the moment, because I think you should be able to demand this from every exercise program or eating plan or both. Are you getting the results that you want? Do you have a stack of energy? Are you performing at your best? Do you love what you see in the mirror? And do you like the way your body feels to touch? And often people that in those 4 questions will say no. No, I'm not getting the results that I want, or it's taking too long. No, I don't have a stack of energy all day, because most eating plans detract from your energy levels, not give you more energy. No, I don't like what I see in the mirror, but I think I'm on track. And I always ask again, how long since you looked in the mirror and loved what you have seen? Now, for a lot of people now, that's never. A lot of people will say, I've never looked in the mirror and appreciated my body. People my age will often say, when I was 20 or 25, I looked hot, I was ripped, I looked fantastic, and I want to look like that again. Then comes that great question again, which is, if you were your own eating and exercise coach, if you were your own high performance eating and exercise coach, what advice would you give yourself so that you know where they're coming from and you don't have an argument? The reason I'm sharing that with you is that so many people are not getting the results that they want, are they? They whinge, moan and complain. I go to the gym 3 days a week and nothing's happening. There's a very harsh quote for that. If you go to the gym 3 days a week and you're still fat, you need to make a change. Now, that's something you would never say to somebody because it's going to make them very defensive. But if somebody reads that on a social media post, for example, it might plant a seed. And I'm going to rephrase again. Should you be able to demand, if you're going to invest time in healthy eating and an exercise plan, a financial plan, a parental plan, a new career or business, shouldn't the answer be, yes, I'm getting the results that I want from this plan? If the answer is no, is it possible that the plan's not very good? If it is an eating and exercise plan and you don't have a stack of energy, you're not performing at your best, you don't love what you see in the mirror, and your body doesn't feel good to touch, there's something wrong with that plan. Could it be a good idea to change? Now, humans don't like change. Most people will argue why they're doing what they're doing so they don't have to change. They'll defend what they're doing so they don't have to change. They'll justify what they're doing so they don't have to change. And that's all up to them. People can do whatever they want to do. But if you feel that you've got a very special message to share with the world that could make their life better, particularly if you're a parent and it's frustrating because your kids don't do what you tell them to do, or you're a teacher and your kids don't do what you tell them to do, have you noticed that none of us like being told what to do? But if you ask that beautiful question, if there was a quicker, safer, better, more effective way to do what you're doing, do you want to chat about it? It's just a beautiful question, a superb communication technique, and it could be a great question to ask yourself. That's why I have a library. That's why I invest time every single day learning. I'm learning from everybody and everything because I want to keep learning every single day. I am my own eating and exercise coach. I am my own career and business coach. I am my own financial planning coach, and I am my own relationship coach. So I need to be able to say every day, what do I need to do today to get healthier, fitter, and stronger? What do I need to do today to get better at what I do? How do I get better at my business, at my career? How do I make sure that I'm not just financially secure, but that my life is not controlled by money? I think it's a really important question. Most people can't live the way they want to live because they haven't got enough money. I've never wanted to live like that. And the thing that people complain about a lot is their relationships. And I never want to be, I will never have negative people in my life. I'm always looking at how I can improve my communication skills, become a better wife, a better coach to my students, just a better human being. They're the things that I focus on every single day because I want to get better at. So if I'm not open to learning, I can't be. So if ever, and here's again a very fun side note. If I say, I wish I didn't do that, what a dumb thing I did, I wish I had known better, I can't change anything. I can't change what I didn't know. I can't change what I did. But I can learn from it, grow from it, and get better because of it. So instead of saying, I wish I didn't do that, I'm such an idiot, how about, I'm very glad I did that, I now realise I never want to do that again. What do I need to learn, grow, train, educate, so I don't do that again? Because ultimately, and I talk about this every single day, that's what Romax is all about, that's what the Max Colleges is all about, how to be healthy, fit and strong for the rest of your life and inspire the people in your life to do the same. How to have a career or business that you love, or do what you love every day so that you earn money, so that you are financially free, so that you never have to be controlled by money, and that you only have great people in your life. Could that be a great way to live your life to the max? Super duper doo, how are you? Living my life to the max, learning every day. Yeah!